One question frequently asked is, what was Ed Gein's motive for killing these women? What was his modus operandi? Modus operandi is a Latin word which means method of operating. Although only killing 2 women, the majority of his victims were white and middle-aged, and physically resembled his mother. His plan was to create a woman suit, and the idea behind that woman suit was to bring his mother back to life. There are a few connections that can be made with the case of Ed Gein and the book Crime and Punishment. Both Raskolnikov and Ed were outcasts. Raskolnikov secluded himself from the rest of the world because he felt superior to those around him, that human law could not affect him, and everyone was inferior to him. However, in Ed's case, he was kept away from the world around him because of his mother, because she believed everyone was evil and full of sin. In this case, did she feel superior to everyone else? Did she see Ed as superior to all the other children around him, which is why she refused to let him make friends? Another connection that could be made is that both were brought up in religious backgrounds, Ed especially. Ed's mother was a devoted Lutheran who constantly preached to Ed and his brother the word of the gospel. One point that I would like to put emphasis on is that his mother constantly preached that women were servants of the devil and impure. Ed's victims were only women, and no men were dug up from their graves. Does this suggest that he believed he was cleansing the world of sin by getting rid of those 2 women? We can also make connections to Nietzsche's genealogy of morals. In the second essay, he states, "To see others suffer does one good. To make others suffer even more. This is a hard saying, but an ancient, mighty, human, all too human principle, to which even the apes might subscribe. Without cruelty, there is no festival." Thus, the longest and most ancient part of human history teaches, and in punishment, there is so much that is festive. This all ties in with Nietzsche's idea of the creditor and debitor. If we're using this example in the case of Ed Gein, did Ed believe that these women were in debt to the world because of their sins and impurity? Were the lives of these 2 women compensation for what they owed to the world? And with these questions, I conclude my presentation. Thank you for listening.